Your Frequency, where we meet people, find out who they are, what they're doing, and what success looks like. And today, we have the folks from NLP Logix with us. We've got Ted, Jen, and Matt. Hi guys, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
Good. So AI automation, listen, it means different things to different people. What does it mean to you and to your business? What do you do?
So what do? So we automate business processes by training large data sets to do repetitive tasks. And we do it across a lot of different industries and use different technologies that today make up what everyone calls AI. And that's what we do. Gotten really good at it over the last 13 years and have enjoyed the ride.
Give me an example. Is there a business that you can cite? Is something that you do that can make it concrete for people?
Yeah, I'll throw the first one out.
All right.
So one of our customers is a nonprofit called Step Up for Students.
Okay.
Step Up for Students, you know it? Okay, so they administer education savings accounts.
Yep.
They had a business challenge 5 or 6 years ago. They came to us and said, hey guys, in 5 or 6 years, this is going to get really big. And if we do the same processes that we do today, there are not enough buildings in Jacksonville to put people in them to actually do them. So we need to start building in some automation. And so we started getting to work. We worked with them and built a platform that we built for them that has a lot of automation. And last May, a year ago, it kicked off and we onboarded over 400,000 students and administer about $4 billion worth of educational savings accounts. It's the largest in the country.
So you used the word automation 3 times. How does AI work into this? I mean, AI, everybody here is AI.
Yeah.
And everybody's got an opinion on AI. Can you give us an idea of how AI has changed your business?
Well, yeah, I mean, so, we kind of built our business around AI and kind of the belief that, AI is going to be a part of all software, all business processes, like from now going forward. And I'll say something, just as far as, Ted had talked about specifically Step Up for Students. And I'll tackle like just an industry like healthcare. And you look at not the clinical side of healthcare, but just take the back office. There's all kinds of manual processes where people are taking data from spreadsheets, taking data from PDFs, putting them in other systems. There's just a lot of inefficiency that AI can come in and help, and it can help do some of the make the people more efficient by taking some of the mundane parts of their jobs and just streamlining it. Maybe not 100%, but you take 30% of this data entry and 40% of this, and you summarize a chart and you present the data like this. It's kind of endless opportunities, quite honestly.
And it means that almost any business can take what you do and apply it to them, or you can change the way they do business, right?
Yep, that's exactly right. It doesn't matter the industry. It doesn't matter the business problem. A lot of business problems do have a common thread. So if we've solved a business problem once before, we know we're going to hear about that business problem from a different client in a different industry again.
Any competitors in this area? I mean, I'm sure there's competitors, but are there real competitors to what you do?
We are aware of other AI consultancies like us. The ones that started when we started, 13 years ago, they all got gobbled up and got bought. We were kind of probably the last ones standing from a size standpoint. We've got over 130 team members, a lot of different clients, and we've got just a lot of velocity. Yeah. So now we're at the size to where, hey, we just want to grow. We want to deliver value to our clients, and if we keep doing that, then just keep it going. And we're very proud to be growing the company here in Jacksonville and just having a lot of fun.
Yeah, how Jacksonville? If you think of artificial intelligence, you think West Coast, you maybe think of Austin. How did you guys get started here in Jacksonville? And
I'll start that, then I'll let Matt kind of dive in from there. But we get that a lot. I'll never forget, it was 6 or 7 years ago. We got invited to present at the NVIDIA conference out in Silicon Valley. So NVIDIA, obviously, huge, massive company, everything. Now you have to go kind of in the Wayback Machine, 6 or 7 years ago. And they asked Matt and a gentleman by the name of Dr. Gupta here at the Mayo Clinic. We were doing some image stuff around strokes and using computers to classify different types of strokes. And so NVIDIA said, hey, can you guys come out and present? And when they got up, Matt started talking. We always start with a slide that said, we're NLP Logix, we're from Jacksonville, Florida, and I'm not joking, people laughed. Like, they were laughing because why Leonard Skinner, right?
How'd you get here? Right,
know,
yeah.
right, how'd you get here? And so about 2 slides into it, after Matt and Dr. Gupta started talking about the tech that went into doing what we did, it was very quiet. And since then, we've spoken at a lot of national conferences, and they were laughing at you, Matt. So
Yeah, well, they won't be the first or last people to laugh at me. But I'll just double down on that and just say, I think we've got some great universities here right in town that have incredible talent pools. Ed Waters, Jacksonville University, University of North Florida. And, those students that are graduating, they're ready to come join the workforce. They don't have... UNF is not MIT. It's probably never going to be MIT, but there is a part of, the type of student that's coming out of there is ready to work, ready to dig in, ready to grind through the problems, take on adversity, challenges, and come out the other side. And I think that, that's our culture of our company is we're ready to work.
Yeah, that's great. And so it's interesting working with a number of businesses. It's amazing how there's so much paper. How do you go through it, and how do you use data for intelligence purposes? The ability to handle a large amount of data, but be able to look at nuances to say, hey, this is how I need to change my business in terms of don't like the margins here. How do I improve them? So you seem to fit well into, and I think you're seeing from a business standpoint more and more businesses, whether it's the labor force is forcing them to, hey, we need to look at automation, or they're just saying, hey, we need to cut costs, so how do we automate in terms of what we're doing?
I think it's a great question for Jen, because she listens to the customer's needs, takes their requirements, and translates them into a solution. So I'm going to hand that to Ms. Bradshaw.
Thank you. So I think really organizations are either falling into one of those two, but then the third one is they're worried about being left behind, because what is their competition doing? Yeah. Because AI is such a hot topic, they realize, oh, my competition's going to grow, and I want to grow too, and I don't want to fall behind from an innovation standpoint. I don't want to miss collecting a different market segment and being able to create new revenue generators because we sat on the couch and we didn't actually pay attention to this new movement that actually has been around for a little while. Just people haven't realized what it can do. So we are spending a lot of our time educating clients and having this more strategic conversations. And so we're starting with our customers and trying to figure out, what do you want to achieve with your business? Mm-hmm. What is your business strategy? And it's not about us trying to go in and create an AI strategy for them. It's us trying to enhance and augment their business strategy and find the opportunities where AI actually makes sense. Mm-hmm. And honestly, I think that's also helped promote our growth as well, because more and more customers have realized it's not about, I need to completely change how our business operates and I need to replace my people. It's really, how do I make my people more effective? Mm-hmm. How do I grow my business in an efficient manner? So it's just changed how we have those conversations a little bit, and that's why I think we've seen a lot of the growth that we have over the past few years.
Yeah.
Go ahead. With what you do, right? You're dealing with business people. If there are people who maybe own a business and are wondering whether AI is something that would work for them, and I'm sure at some level it's going to work for everybody in the future, where can people go to play with it? I mean, I know there's ChatGPT, there's Bard with Google. I've forgotten what Microsoft calls theirs. I'm sure Apple will have one soon. Where can people play with it a little bit so that it ignites some creativity and some strategic thinking in their brains? Mm-hmm. What do you think?
I mean, well, the first part is, yes, I think every business should be thinking about how AI is going to impact their next 12 months, next 24 months. You need to be thinking that. I'd be surprised to find businesses where they're not impacted. And then I think you hit the nail on the head. I used to say, if you use Google search, just replace that for a week with a ChatGPT query and just start using it, start exploring what it can do, and I think you will be surprised at where you find value. And I was just reading an article this morning that was talking about the workforce. It was like 70% of the workforce under the age of 25 say they use AI every single day, via ChatGPT or Copilot or one of the other consumer-facing tools. And so I think there's value out there. I think you just got to go start playing with it and push the boundaries yourself. You know, use it to find a recipe, use it to help plan a trip, you know, generate some images with ChatGPT, and just, I think you'll be surprised at the value it can add.
And I guess to wrap it up, since we're talking about Jacksonville and your business, we've had folks through here on talk about the port, right? And how the port is so interwoven into the fabric of Jacksonville. And when you start uncovering rocks and seeing just how many different businesses, whether it's trucking or warehousing, or shipping lines, right? Same thing with manufacturing. You know, we've had people through here talking about the growth of manufacturing. Do you see a time where people will think of Jacksonville as a place where technology and AI are thriving and growing, and where they need to be involved?
Yeah, we're going to do it.
So good.
That's one of our goals.
That's what we like to hear.
That's right. We want to, as Dell is to Austin, we want NLP Logix to be to Jacksonville, and you know, AI, you know, value-driven AI, where it solves business problems, it's delivering value, and it's not just about replacing people. It's about augmenting people, getting the repetitive tasks out of the way so that they can do the smart stuff.
It sounds like there's all kinds of opportunity for all sorts of businesses in Jacksonville, in North Florida, to grow, and that you're there to help them do it.
Great.
NLP Logix. Thanks for coming back.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys being here.
Thank you.
And we'll see you with more a little bit later.